Hi Cancer, welcome back to my channel Tarot Z. I'm Z and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out what cards come through and what messages come out with the cards that come out in today's reading for you. Thank you so much for joining and for being here in this reading. So let's begin. Let's see what comes out. So the first card we have is the High Priestess. So with this card we have Cancer energy. You could be dealing with another Cancer. We have the Wheel. And we have the Five of Pentacles showing up in the reverse. At the bottom of the deck we have the Seven of Swords also in the reverse. So with the Seven of Swords, I do feel like this is about being able to find out more about somebody's intentions. I do feel like this is even being able to see someone in a clearer light. And I feel like with the Seven of Swords showing up over here, it's their intentions and the way they are moving, being able to gain some perspective and also some being able to see the truth behind anything that they are doing or intending on doing in a situation with you. But with the High Priestess showing up over here, I am getting that this is about somebody who's kind of difficult to read. I do feel like when it comes to their feelings for you, this does show somebody who is a little bit more reserved when it comes to expressing where they stand with you, and even when it comes to expressing how they feel about you. I do feel like this person is somebody who could be a little bit more on the reserved side. So I feel like when it comes to your connection, you may connect through means like being able to have a very intuitive connection where it's like it's felt more so than it is a spoken one. We have the Wheel showing up over here, and with the Wheel showing up over here, I do feel like there is an energy of being in a connection that feels quite good. It feels like one that is great to have. It feels fortunate to have. I also feel like you may feel like this person is coming in at the right time when they come into your life. I do also feel like the way that they are treating you is making you feel kind of special, feel lucky to be able to have this connection. And I do feel like that's shared and goes both ways with this person as well. Also looking at you as something that they really desire, and being able to obtain in a connection sense is something that makes them feel the sense of luck and fortune. I do feel like there is something very special about this connection, and also something very deep, even as far as having that intuitive connection between the two of you and that mutual understanding. I do feel like with the Five of Pentacles showing up in the reverse, that with this card showing up in the reverse, this is about being able to experience a very supportive connection with this person. I do feel like with the Five of Pentacles, that there's also a desire to be able to experience a connection where there's security and like they're not going to experience a feeling of abandonment. And I do feel like this person is somebody who's always going to be there for you. I do feel like they support you, and even in times where things may look difficult, there is going to be support from this person. I feel like you can rely on them, whether that's emotionally or even physically and even monetarily, with as far as being able to have that support on a financial level and in other forms of resources. I do feel like they come through. And with the Five of Pentacles showing up in the reverse, I'm getting with this card, this is about being able to get through the most difficult parts. And I feel like you are out of that and out of the woods, and being able to experience this connection, really be able to thrive and be able to get to a point where there is certainty in your connection. And I feel like being able to also have that transparency and seeing someone clearly for who they are. With the Seven of Swords, I also feel like there is a sense of trust that this lends to. And I feel like when it comes to the High Priestess showing up in this person's feelings, there is a sense that this person feels like they can trust you on the deepest level. So I'm going to clarify these cards. So we have the Nine of Pentacles showing up in the reverse. We have the Four of Pentacles. And we have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Pentacles. So with the Three of Pentacles, I am getting a desire to work on things and being able to actually work on building a connection with you. I also feel like with the Three of Pentacles showing up over here that you do work well together. And I feel like with that, there is a sense of understanding and even they have a common goal as far as what you want to get out of a connection, and wanting the same things I feel like is also something that feels very much like alignments with that wheel card showing up. I do feel like you're on the same page in a lot of ways with this Three of Pentacles showing up over here. So we have the Nine of Pentacles showing up in the reverse. With this card showing up in the reverse, I do feel like there is a sense of being in a space where somebody is kind of letting down their guard. I feel like this is also somebody kind of being open to being supported and being able to kind of open up to you and connect to you in that way, whereby you're able to actually, they let the help in whenever they need. I do feel like this person is somebody who's perhaps more likely used to being very independent and kind of having to look out for themselves and kind of keeping a lot to themselves. So I feel like there is a sense of opening up in this connection. There's a feeling of safety and there's also a feeling of trust, I feel. So we have the Four of Pentacles showing up under the Wheel card, and with the Four of Pentacles, this is a bit more of a closed off energy. So I do feel like there is a sense of kind of wanting to be able to see whether this connection is worth really opening up to entirely. And I do feel like with this, it's something that is going to require this person to kind of show you before, and even convince you on a lot of things before you're able to open up with this person fully. But I do feel like with the Four of Pentacles, there is a sense of being in it, and there is a sense of wanting to hold on to this and seeing something that's worth this connection being something that you invest yourself into. But I do feel like with the Wheel card showing up over here, that things may be happening unexpectedly. So I do feel like with that Four of Pentacles, the need to be able to come around within due time may even be something that is quite reasonable. And I do feel like with the Four of Pentacles, this is going to allow for being able to kind of open up gradually over time. And I do feel like this person is somebody who's going to be they're going to be transparent with you. I do feel like when it comes to anything that they try to hide from you, it's something they can't do. We have the Knight of Swords, and I feel like with the Knight of Swords showing up in the reverse, that perhaps there's no communication as far as being able to experience the verbal type of communication. But I do feel like there's a strong sense of being connected, and you want what each other wants. I do feel like you're on the same page in a lot of ways in this connection. So I'm going to clarify the other cards. We have true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. We have calling in your soulmate. And we have romantic feelings. So with this true love card showing up over here, I do feel like there is a sense of deeming this relationship as one that is very true and full of a lot of true love for this person. I do feel like they have a very sincere outlook in this connection, and I feel like you also make this person feel like they can be themselves and their most authentic selves. I feel like there's an alignment even when it comes to your relationship and your connection for them. I feel like they feel that in a deep way, and I feel like it's even intuitive And with the calling in your soulmates, I do feel like this is about that divine timing coming in. And I do feel like there is a sense of being able to attract a connection that is one that is greater than you may have expected in this person. I do feel like there's a very fortunate energy around it, and there's a feeling of feeling very lucky to be able to get into this connection and experience it with this person. I do feel like with the Four of Pentacles, there's a sense of kind of needing to let down a guard, but I do feel like that is up for a reason. And I feel like slowly in time, that is something that is going down. But with the romantic feelings, I do feel like there's a lot of romantic feelings here. Again, I don't feel like it is too much of a communicative with words, but there's a connection that's felt here, and I feel like it's even instinctively, it's intuitively, and I feel like even this person, maybe a person of fewer words, and they still show you. I do feel like they show their romantic feelings in their gestures, in showing up for you, in being able to be there for you in hard times, and even in being able to be there for you in ways where you feel supported. I do feel like this is about being able to kind of experience more openness in this connection, and I do feel like it is one that is likely one that you can really trust, because I feel like you do have the same end goal, and I feel like you work well together in this relationship. So those are the messages that I'm getting with these cards for you, Cancer, and I hope you have a great day. Bye, Cancer.